Hi guys, it's Kiran, and you may or may not know by now that I turned 18 recently, and by far the best present I got was from my brother, and he got me not one but 2 tattoos. I thought I would take you along with me on the journey, and then afterwards I'll tell you about the aftercare, the pain ratings, and also what my tattoos mean. So if you're interested in knowing all that good stuff, then just keep watching. It's finally time for my tattoo and I am so nervous. So I'll just talk a little bit about the aftercare before we get into the meaning of the tattoos and stuff. So after the tattoo artist was done, he wrapped it up in cling film and I left that on for 3 to 4 hours. And after that time was up, I took it off and I wet a flannel and put some soap on it and just sort of dabbed the tattoos so they were clean. And then I re-wrapped it in clean cling film and I left that overnight. The morning after, I took the cling film off and again I washed the tattoos in the same way as I did the night before, but then I didn't rewrap it. I just used this cream that I got from the tattoo parlour. I think it's called Hustle Butter. So what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks is I've been putting it on both tattoos morning and night, and what you do is you just put it on the palm of your hand and warm it up a little bit before rubbing it into your tattoos. So now on to what my tattoos actually mean. So the first tattoo I got is on my ribs and it says "It's in your hands," and that's in my mum's handwriting. The meaning behind that tattoo is quite self-explanatory really. My mum said that to me all my life. It's in your hands, do what you will with your life, and it's just resonated with me, I guess, and I wanted her to be a part of me forever basically, which is why I got it in her handwriting. Yeah, it just sort of symbolises that I'm in control of my own life. I can do what I want with my future and I shouldn't let anybody tell me what to do, and all I need is courage to do what I want to do in life and just in anything really. So yeah, I think mainly that tattoo just reminds me to have courage and be myself and be fearless, I guess. And I got that tattoo done first because I heard that the ribs is one of the most painful places to get a tattoo done, and I do believe that's true. However, I have only got 2 tattoos, so I don't have a lot to compare it to, but this was like hella painful in comparison to my ankle. I'd say it was probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Like, I haven't experienced the pain of childbirth, so I want to save like my 9 or 10 out of 10 for that. But like, I would say it was quite painful, especially towards the sternum area. Like towards my back it was not as painful. But to be fair, it wasn't that bad because it only lasted like 10 to 15 minutes and then he was done. So one bit of advice I'd like to give anybody who would want a tattoo is they draw out a stencil and then they put it onto you, and just don't be afraid to tell them no, that's not in the right place, and keep moving it, because the one on my ribs he moved like 5 times because it just wasn't quite right. and now I love it. I'm really glad that I got him to move it so many times, because like it is on your body forever, so just because you're causing them a little bit of extra hassle, like you're the one who has to live with it, so make sure the placement is perfect and it's where you want it.
And the second tattoo I got is on the back of my ankle, and it says shine.
The tattoo on my ankle has quite a few meanings, which is why I love it so much. The way I realised that that's what I wanted on my ankle was I was scrolling through Instagram like everybody of our generation does nowadays, you know, and I came across this quote. It says, "I admire people who choose to shine even after all the storms they've been through." And I was like, oh my god, that's it. It just came to me and I was really happy because I was looking quite hard for something that I wanted on my ankle and I couldn't quite find it. So that's kind of like a second piece of advice I'd give to anybody thinking about a tattoo, is don't look too hard, because what you will get will find you in the end. As cheesy as that sounds. So the meaning for me of this tattoo is it just reminds me that whether you're going through a bad situation or not, don't bring others down. Instead, let your personality shine through and bring others up and create happiness and be the person you want to be, and don't care about what other people think. I know that's really random for the word shine, but that's what it reminds me of. The other meaning this tattoo has for me is it reminds me of the lyrics of the Coldplay song Yellow. The first line is, "Look at the stars, look how they shine for you." And I know it's really weird, but I really love like looking up at the stars, looking up at aeroplanes especially, just looking up into the sky, because I just feel like it gives me perspective. It makes me realise that I'm like a tiny dot in this entire universe, so any problems I have, they're basically insignificant, so don't worry about them. So that's also what this tattoo reminds me of, is don't worry if you have a problem, just solve it. Literally, it's not that difficult. Like, we make too much of a big deal out of little problems. That tattoo also took about 10 to 15 minutes. It didn't hurt as much at all as the ribs. I'd say like 3 or 4 out of 10. Yeah, it was fine. So that is it for this video. I really hope you like it. It's quite different and it was quite a new thing for me, obviously, stepping out of my comfort zone, but I was really excited. I've always wanted a tattoo, which makes it that much more special that my brother got it for me, because he's always known that I've always wanted a tattoo. He took me to a place in Kidlington, so if you're in the UK area, I really highly recommend Evolution Tattoo Studios. I will link all the relevant Instagram links in the description. And the tattoo artist that did my tattoo was named Lee, and he was really good. He was so nice, he's really funny, so I highly recommend. So definitely check them out in the description below. And also check out my social media and subscribe for more if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, bye!